Opportunities are plentiful in today's real estate market. Prices and interest rates are near all-time lows. But navigating this market can be tricky. Today on Real Estate with William and his guests bring light to bear on the challenges you face in your world.
Hi, I'm William Eilf with RE/MAX Realty Team. I want to welcome you for being here with Real Estate with William. We're going to be talking about a lot of different real estate issues that are affecting the market here in Southwest Florida. It's touching a lot of people's lives. You know people. You see them out in the marketplace, at church, at the ballpark. People are talking about their housing situation, foreclosures, their jobs. We put an expert panel together today, and we're going to talk about navigating through the different opportunities and problems that are out there in the real estate business. So I'd like to introduce you to our panel today. My beautiful wife, Samantha, is also the co-host, Samantha Eilf. We have Tom Pierce here, a fellow broker with RE/MAX Realty Team, and Steve Santoro with Money Concepts. I'd like to welcome you guys here.
Thank you.
Tom, we were talking about some of the statistics before the show and through this week. And some of the most exciting statistics that I've been seeing is that the amount of volume that is happening in Southwest Florida. I looked at the year 2009 and 10. It's like double the amount of sales almost from when the boom was happening. Everybody talks about the boom, 2004 and 5. Did you see those numbers?
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. We're moving almost 3 times the property we did during the boom. Nearly 20,000 or a little over in transaction sides for 2010 in Lee County.
Yeah, maybe we can put that graph on the screen. I tell you, the amount of transactions and you see it on the screen now, you see 2003, 4, all the way through 2010. It shows the amount of opportunity there is for buyers and sellers in the marketplace. Now, pricing is another question, that we can talk about, but you see the amount of transactions. And that's just so exciting because everybody was so busy during 2004 and 5. And I think that because of the prices being down, that a lot of people may not think there's a lot of business going on. So when I saw that statistic, that was really exciting.
Well, it's supply and demand economy. There's a lot of properties that came onto the market via foreclosures and short sales and such, but the prices also came down substantially, so very easy for somebody to afford a home in Southwest Florida today.
Sure, and we know that the new construction market is just basically came to a halt years ago.
Correct.
So the inventory's been being bought up.
Correct. So
what kind of opportunities you've been seeing out there?
Well, on the next slide, I snuck one in there, if we can see it. It'll come up shortly.
Yeah.
Where we're really proud of the office is we really dominate the REO market.
Which are their foreclosures.
Foreclosures,
Foreclosures.
bank-owned properties.
Yeah.
That seemed to be where our market was headed, obviously, with all the foreclosures that were going on. And we probably outsell the next competitor almost 2 to 1 in bank-owned properties.
Yeah, I saw a statistic here. The amount of short sales and foreclosures in the marketplace is almost, it's over 60%.
Correct.
So that means traditional sellers wanting to sell their homes, that's just under 40% of the marketplace.
Right.
That,
You'd think they talk about short sales, and you'd think the short sale market would increase as we go along, and it's been almost stagnant for 2 years. Same amount of homes every month sell short sale.
right.
Consistently. REOs come and go in our marketplace, and I think it's partly because I think the government's constantly trying to figure out how to eliminate foreclosures, which will never happen completely, that's for sure. But they're doing home loan modifications, they're pushing to do short sales, they're pushing banks to keep people in their homes. They're even, after foreclosure, they're keeping people in their homes.
So we see
we're managing them.
We see short sales on the rise.
Correct.
There's more short sales happening now than before.
They'd rather see them do short sales than let them go into foreclosure.
Tom, remind our friends at home what a short sale is, please.
It's probably a misnomer. They call it a short sale because the bank is going to take less than what they're owed to pay off the mortgage balance that's on the house. When in reality, if you look at the time frame it takes, it's really more of a long sale.
Yeah.
Because it can take, I've seen people in their homes working on a short sale as much as 2 years
Is that right?
before you can get it
Well,
done.
during the short sales, people probably call me before you because I am shorter, right?
That's true.
Do you need short realtors?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
No. Just kidding.
All right.
Now, the time for a foreclosure, if someone's interested in a foreclosure, what can they expect the difference to be in the two? Short, and even a traditional sale?
Well, all of the bank-owned properties, they all operate quite a bit differently. Every bank, every asset management company is a little different. Some of them will do, put a bank-owned property on the market and literally put it in, under contract within maybe even the same day. And many times they're priced, they usually price them substantially below what the average market is at the time. And you end up with, as you know, out there in the field, what?
Oh, it's crazy.
Highest and best,
Yeah. Yeah. There's multiple offers.
multiple offers.
There's, I see properties selling for sometimes 10 to 50% more than the list price.
Correct.
It's really crazy.
But they move fast, don't they?
They're moving very fast,
Right.
yeah. And just so you know, out there in the audience, if you have any questions during the show, the TV station has opened up their telephone lines for you to call in into the TV station, and you can ask your question. We can try to get some of those questions answered, or you can feel free to call us, after the show. Tom, some of the pricing that we've noticed, we're looking at the statistics here for January and February.
Correct.
What are some of the numbers you saw?
We had another chart, another graph I wanted up there.
Uh-huh.
It actually reflects our sales, total sales that were done in '09 and then 10. And the comparison is the average sale price in '09 was $132,000.
Right.
That's countywide based on our MLS statistics. And the average sale price in 10 was $136,000. So you saw a little improvement price-wise countywide. Some pockets of the county were maybe less, some were maybe more. But one of the interesting things I did this morning when we were in the office was I pulled up the first 2 months of this year to do the same statistics, and actually ended up with $169,000 in average sale price.
And those are actual solds
Sold
for January and February,
January and February.
according to the Fort
Right.
Myers Association Multiple Listing Service.
Yeah. Part of it, it might be a bit of an anomaly, but part of it, from what I've seen, because I see most of the sales that go on in the office,
Yeah.
is that I've seen more over $1 million sales happen in the last 2 months than I've probably seen in the last 2 years.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of upper price range activity too.
Right.
I know we're talking about the average price range being, under 100,000 in certain areas. But for example, we've got the penthouse listed at Saint Tropez, 27th floor. That's $1 million view, and it's listed at $395,000.
Wow, that's
It's
incredible.
just fantastic.
That had to have been $1 million in its during the heyday.
It's just gorgeous, and to buy something like that now. We're also seeing duplexes. I was talking to Steve about that. They were selling for $300,000, and now you can buy them for $60,000, $70,000.
Well, the numbers almost make sense at that, don't they?
Oh, you do the math, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
it's-
a duplex, a Lehigh duplex for that price would rent for $1,200, $1,400 a month, probably?
Yeah, I'm seeing them that 1,200 number range, predominantly 12 to 1,300.
So a decent return.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
fantastic. And
Could you build that duplex today for that?
today, I don't believe so. I'm
No.
hearing numbers something like $85 a square foot. That's still $240,000 range, and I just don't see that happening. Where do you see the market moving to? How long do you think this is going to last? These short sales and REOs. What are you hearing out there?
Well, the crystal ball is a little fuzzy, but based on the numbers I'm seeing with prices going up, inventories going down, we have less homes on the market
Right.
than we did in, say, the end of the year. And generally, inventory goes up this time of year. So it's going down. Part of what we're seeing is there aren't as many bank-owned properties entering the market, and the statistics show that. And partly we know they're out there, the foreclosures. As you drive around town, you probably see the tall grass and, maybe unkept property or something. There are foreclosures or abandoned homes out there that will become bank-owned, but I think maybe government plays a role in this and kind of staving off those foreclosures. But eventually, those properties will enter the marketplace.
Yeah, I'm seeing, as we were talking, putting a lot of offers in. I'm out there with buyers. They're making offers on foreclosures, and you see multiple offers, and we don't. The majority of them that are the offers that are being made are not being accepted, and we're seeing the prices go up. Sometimes there's 30 or 40 people bidding on the same property.
Well, I think it's important for an agent to set the expectation for their buyers to what this property is probably going to sell for, because they're looking at it, they know the condition of it. Make a reasonable offer. Don't try to, if you keep lowballing these properties, you'll never buy anything.
Yeah, what we're seeing is if a property is worth, one Fannie Mae property was maybe, I think it's worth like $125,000. They listed it at $99,900, and here there's multiple offers on the property.
Yeah.
And the price is below market value.
Well, and as you know with the Fannie Mae properties as well, is they always want homeowners first. As a matter of fact, there's a homeowner first look 15 days. In other words, an investor can't buy a Fannie Mae until after the 15th day has passed. And it's important for the homeowners that are going to buy them that they don't own any other home.
Right.
Because if they do check. And if they own another home, they probably won't accept their offer. So that's important to ask those questions before you make an offer on those type of properties. Because a lot of the folks coming down here are, as you know, are probably from up north. We've got a lot of people from up north down here right now, enjoying the weather and looking at buying that either a second home or their primary home down here. But if they still have one up north, they're going to have a little bit of issue getting through and buying a Fannie Mae product. Yeah,
there's just such values out there. I'm seeing waterfront condos in the Cape, $50,000, $60,000. Can you imagine?
50, 60. I've seen condos as low as $15,000.
Not waterfront, though. Waterfront?
No, 25. Sorry.
All right, 25. That's still a bargain.
And non-waterfront, lower.
Yeah. And I saw one come up in the Whiskey Creek area, South Fort Myers. Just gorgeous. I think.
What's the lowest priced home you've seen in Lehigh?
$12,900, I think. Oh, in Lehigh. That was Fort Myers. Lehigh saw one for, I think, 15-ish.
15.
Yeah.
In the Cape, we're probably looking at. I've seen several that were in the 30s. 30,000. When was the last time you saw a house in the Cape for $30,000?
I started in 1981, and my first sale was a half a duplex for $17,400. A half a duplex.
They were selling halves back then?
Halves. They were selling halves on Westminster Street. It was unbelievable. All right. Well, we talked about a lot of things this first segment, and if you have any questions, we want you to call. Remember to call 543-7200. That's 543-7200. You can ask Barb or Samantha your questions, and we'll address them during the show. We appreciate you being with us. Remember, we're giving you wisdom that you can make decisions to navigate through these times in the real estate market here in Lee County. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Searching the internet can only take you so far. The internet provides a lot of great information. Home tours, neighborhood and school information, even the location of the nearest coffee house. But it cannot replace professional expertise. Expertise that William can provide. His phone number is 239-288-3458, or you can reach him by emailing william@therealtycenter.com.
Choices abound. When it comes to financial matters, more choices often